talk about the project La Mairie. It is about rebuilding a sustainable way of living. We really want to emphasize on that motto because it demonstrates the essence of this project. It is a question of taking into account a sustainable dimension while giving rebirth to a place. This place was formerly a spinning mill of the company Trois Suisses. If for many years this place had a great utility for a company, it is now deserted. The site no longer has any specific use. The objective is therefore to give a second life to this place. Giving a second life to La Mairie does not only mean rebuilding buildings to house people. We are talking here about a project with a much larger scope. It is about creating a neighborhood where residents share, meet and exchange. This must be done by taking into account all the stakeholders involved. It's about preserving the memory of the place. This is very important because, as stated just before, it is not a question of rebuilding buildings. It is a question of using the history of the place to create something new. For this reason, we must take into account the opinion of potential future residents.
Now, let's focus on the SWOT analysis. First, the strengths are geographical location, multipurpose district, commitments in favor of biodiversity. The weaknesses are the complexity of the project, the potential lack of efficiency in execution, the pollution of the site. The opportunities are the existing resources and materials, the enhancing the value of the old, promote a circular economy model, become self-sufficient in energy, protect the feudal cloud and historic trees. The threats are the legal standards, the financial impact of the crisis, the potential failure to follow through on ideas about environment and history. The stakeholders are numerous, such as Nodi, Link City, the local and future residents, neighbors, occupants and visitors, the circular economy partners, NeoEco, Target and Mindoué for example, and the institutional stakeholders such as Métropole Européenne de Lille, Ville de Croix and Ville de Villeneuve-d'Ascq. They have power and interest in this project. For the users, it's job opportunities, community involvement and so on. They have the power to make initiative. The owners are interested in sustainability and profitability. They have an important power. The circular economy partner will support local employment and will have a social and ecological positive impact. Finally, the institutions will promote values such as solidarity, collaborative economy and so on, and they are necessary and useful for the project. They control the public policies.
So we have defined a viable mix of functions in order to create a viable project, taking into account the environmental, social and economic aspect. We want to rethink the habitable space of living. For that, we have divided the site in 3 areas. The first one is Drowes area, in which we want a park and a collaborative garden. Then we have George area, in which we want to build a co-working spaces, renewable, reversible building, an art gallery. And then we have the park area, in which we want to build habitation, a park, a wellness area, and other, and all this around renewable energy. So what comes first? In the first place, we have a function, essential function. In the second place, we have a function which brings an added value in terms of attractiveness and modernity. And in the third place, we have entertainment and attractiveness function. But we will need additional knowledge. For that, we have created a questionnaire to better identify the needs of the future stakeholder. And we will also need the expertise of external experts, like financial expert, architectural expert, landscaper, and others. And we want them to work together to have a coherent project.
So, how are we gonna market our ideas and use media? When it comes to the digital form of advertising, we will use such platforms as LinkedIn to target professionals with the use of mailing messages and paid advertisements, and Facebook account with the use of paid advertisements and engaging as many followers as possible. We're gonna create an Instagram account and use such tools as high-quality pictures, descriptions, locations, hashtags, unique hashtag, Insta stories and live videos, and engaging French bloggers and influencers. And we'll post a short advertisement video on YouTube as a paid skippable ad or banner at the bottom of a video. And we will use such tools as Google Ads, allowing our advertisement to appear at the top of the Google search, website with share buttons, and giveaway promoted on social networks, giving certificate for dinner, gym, spa, or game room certificates. When it comes to the traditional form of advertisement, we'll use billboards, posters, flyers, TV advertisement to target people who are not active users of social networks, for example, older generation.
To assess if we meet the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, we chose PREEM method. La Mairie is not a small project-led infrastructure newly constructed in use of refurbished home and commercial buildings. Therefore, community's international standards should be adopted. There are 10 categories as criteria under which we will embrace autarkic energy, high quality of life, a combination of living and working, sustainable land use, recycled materials, resident-oriented management, less pollution, soft mobility, limited waste, and local water source. We found that the categories are interconnected in some ways. They don't work separately. Energy and water sectors leverage the same natural resource, the canal. Recycled materials contribute to less waste. Innovation makes every category possible and outperform expectations.
Finally, what we propose through our work is an analysis of La Mairie and a recommendation for its future. Our aim is to create an eco-responsible neighborhood and a real new place to live by rebuilding a sustainable way of living. But to know more, please read our report.